of the publishing persuasion, of the publishing persuasion.
Well, hello, listeners, and welcome to another episode of the Publishing Persuasion. I am here giving you this intro because, as you'll see at the end of the episode, I begin a chaotic rant about heated rivalry that ends with me getting cut off by Zoom. And alas, our girl Angela had to go to another podcast. So I am here just saying welcome to an episode where we are chatting with Angela about all things Carnival Fantastico. And yeah, it's here upon us. It is release week for our girl. And yeah, we're just going to be chatting about all the exciting things, what she's looking forward to, what she's worried about. And yeah, so tune in as we have a little yarn.
Well,
I
welcome.
missed you.
I know. Yeah, it feels like it's been forever. It feels like it's been a very long time since we've sat down together and recorded. But yeah, here we are. The brain's just been fried. We've just all been fried, I feel.
I think the world feels fried.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all just bubbling and frying right now. Oh, yeah, on the pot.
Yes, but I
Mm.
feel like we had to do like a little. Well, first of all, I just missed you and I needed some Angela Montoya in my life, but I also just wanted to take a chance to celebrate less than a week. Titty jiggle.
Whoop whoop. Oh my gosh, your video, it came at the perfect time. So I was at that the party that
Was
Underline
it while you
hosted
were
for me.
still there?
Yeah, so I was out to dinner with my like the team and I saw your video. I was like, you have to see this. You all have to see this. So I turned it around to the table of, all the professionals. And they loved it. They loved it. They're like, you know what? Everybody needs a friend like Melanie Schubert. And I said, you are correct. Yes. So yeah. So the
Oh my God.
team loved what you had to do. They loved what you put on. They loved the show.
I was there in spirit. And honestly, I think that's why I wind up doing these chaotic reels. Because it's just like my way of like, if I was like over there on that side of the world, like you wouldn't be rid of me. I would be there shaking my titties at the stage cheering for you. And like, yeah, I guess it's like my little way of throwing the party from afar.
I love that. Yes. And when it's your time, when your books are coming out, I'm gonna have to just save up for a ticket
Oh my
and get my passport updated
I'm
and
gonna
go.
weep. Don't even joke about that. I'm like gonna like fangirl so hard over seeing you in person, and then I'll probably just weep and like hold you for a little. It'll be too uncomfortable. You'll be like, it's uncomfortably long, Mel. Time to let go.
I'm starting to sweat, Melanie.
But
Let
yes,
me go.
I seem to remember you already did dress up. You donned a cape and severed fingers and in memoria of genitalia as well to play severed cape for me.
That's true. I didn't dress up though for your other book now that I think about it. And man, I really missed that opportunity. There could have been some real gold moments for that one. So dang it. For the next one, I'll have to go all out.
I think I'll let you off the hook for that one because it was literally a weeping brain slime.
Yeah, but I could have done it. I could have pulled it off
You could have.
somehow. But yeah, I suppose it depends on what you're writing next and what might come out. So I guess it'll all just depend on what is what. But yeah. Yeah, it feels like it's been a little bit since we talked, so it's so nice to chat. Like what have you been up to? What have you been doing? What's going on?
Oh my God. Well, yeah, speaking of decisions for your cosplays, I'm like working on at least four things at once, which I don't usually do. But I guess after my 6 month depression and writer's block, my brain was like, let's go, motherfuckers. But
Yes.
I'm just going with it because, yeah. And it's weird because I feel like I pushed through my writer's block while I was still depressed and blocked up, which
Mm.
is like, I feel like that may change the game, if that makes sense. Like, because the next time it happens, I already know what to do. which we
Hmm.
simply just like, I feel like we've said this to each other. This is what happens when we don't have the podcast. I feel like we say this to each other all the time, just like tell yourself the story. Just get that. And I think you're the master of this. And honestly, seeing you draft out other stuff recently, I was just like, yeah, it just reminded me, like, just tell yourself the story, just get it out on the page, and then you can fix it after. And I think, yeah, I just somehow froze myself into thinking that I had to, I think all of us in the process of making a career out of this, I feel like, yeah, you reach that point where you're kind of like, I need to write something better.
Hmm.
The next one needs to be better. And we like trap ourselves into this like hole of like, it's got to be better, it's got to be better. But if you like follow that thread too far, as I did at one point, it'll just freeze you and you can't write anything because suddenly you're over analyzing every little sentence before you even write it. And that's what kind of happened to me. I froze up. I couldn't get anything on the page. So like it has to be better than what I wrote before. Instead of just doing what I used to do when I have fun writing and just telling myself this big, beautiful story that I got excited about, even if it's shit in my first draft. Which it rarely is. Do you find that, like, no matter how shit you think it's going to be, when you go back, you're like,
Yeah, well, yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm like, oh wait, I'm not as off as I thought I
yeah,
was. Or like my instincts were right this first time. Yeah, I have obviously I need to work it, make it better, but the instinct of like how the story is meant to go is there. And yeah, I always find like, oh, actually I don't have a ton of like huge changes I have to make. I just have all these lots of little tweaks
yeah,
to get through. But yeah, it's like that first instinct is like, no, wait, this story is good. Like I did tell myself the right story here,
yeah.
you know? Yeah,
That's it.
that's
Anyway, you're
good.
inspiring me with your ways because, yeah, I'm constantly in awe of how, even during busy seasons, like you're able to get your stories out. Do you think it's that for you? Like you just have this story that you have to get out? Or like, what do you think it is for you that even during like a busy season or like when things are low, that you'll still be able to write?
Yeah, I think it's like getting that initial zero draft out. Like once I have the story down, I'm like, okay, it's not so painful for me to work on it. Like I like revising. I just hate drafting.
Mm,
But like I feel like this next book I'm working on, my fourth book, has really been dragging. And I don't know if it's because it's like so close to Carnival Fantástico coming out, or like, or just so many things are happening. But like I feel like this one, it's like I'm pulling teeth to get through. And it might be just like what you were saying of like putting the pressure on, oh, it's got to be better than the next one. And I think that's what it is. It's like I'm second guessing every word that I write, even though this is only like the first draft. And so I think I'm blocking myself a little bit.
mm.
Um, yeah. So, but I'm getting there. But it really is just like I'm dragging through this draft. Um, and I can't, yeah, yeah. So we'll see. I think I'm also feeling this pressure of like I have to get it done because like deadlines are coming up quicker than I expected, and then I have this other new project that kind of came out of nowhere that I have to get done. So like yeah, so I think I'm just putting too much pressure on myself. I need to just enjoy it and
Yeah.
like let these characters have some fun and not feel like it's got to be perfect, girl. It does not. It does not.
That's it.
My
And
God.
it's like we kind of like slowly fall into the trap because I think it comes from a good place of like wanting
Yeah.
to improve your writing and like wanting it to shine and wanting to implement all the little tricks you've learned or read in recent books or whatever. But yeah, and I think it comes from comparing it to like polished
Mm,
drafts and being like,
mm-hmm,
oh my
mm-hmm.
God, this doesn't even make sense compared to, but yeah, like the other drafts is like ultra polished at this point. So I don't know, maybe this was since I'm dressed like in my witchy Esmeralda costume, maybe this is what you needed to hear as well. But like it
So-
has been a game changer for me, even though I know it was a game changer for me before. But
Right.
yes, this is why we reread Big Magic, because
Yeah.
really like I don't know, society didn't bring us up to think this way. So we constantly have to like retrain ourselves to like do it. But you've also been like working nonstop and you've got this book coming out in less than a week. So I think
Yeah.
anyone would understand why right now your brain may be cooked and not have the bandwidth for writing a brand new book.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yes, she is cooked. The brain is fried. She's she's all over the place. Um, I do want to say though, because and this is only for the girlies. This is only for the pub persuasion girlies. I did on the side write a little project and use my pen name. Okay, friends. It's my pen name is Monty Amore and the book is BookCon Carry On. But I'm not claiming it as my own. So if you tag me on social media with me, Angela Montoya, I'm not gonna say anything about it because this is my pen name, girl. But so I have this book in my look how little she's
Look
so
at
cute.
her. Oh
She's
my
so
God.
cute. So Robin Alvarez, of course, the amazing Robin Alvarez did the cover, did everything. I just wrote the story. Robin did everything else. But I do want to say, and I'm going to go to a few book cons pretty soon, so I'm taking her with me, and I'm gonna sell them. But I
Yeah,
wanted to show you the dedication, which you probably can't see because it's very
I
but it
really can't.
says, I'll read it. It says, oh, I just had to make sure I spelled it right. To Melanie Schubert, thank you for bringing out the sentient object lover in me. To Melanie. This book is dedicated to you, Melanie. You started this whole shebang,
Oh,
and
I
this is
wasn't
for you.
ready. You did not.
She is. She is dedicated to you. So I don't know. That might just give it away to anybody that knows us that this is
Angela, I put too much eye makeup on for this.
she is for you. So
Oh my
thank you,
God.
Melanie.
Thank
Yeah.
you for giving us this bountiful gift. I was literally just thinking the other day, like once everything settles down, I miss like finding like a ridiculous slutty book to read with you. So I think we're gonna have to, when everything settles down, we have to have an episode of like just some chaotic
Yeah.
that we've been looking at. Or maybe we should read yours and discuss.
I don't. No. No, 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 no.
But I'm so
I
glad you
don't think so.
brought it up, and I'm a bit flummoxed because I wasn't expecting that, but that's very sweet. And yeah, honestly, this side quest that we're both on with writing like spicy adult books, like it's so much fun. It's like such a like yeah, like with Trad Pub being the way it is, it's nice to have something. And like God, working with Robin is like she is just legendary.
Yeah.
I still think she doesn't realize how cool, how talented, how like groundbreaking she is. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. No, I think so. I think she doesn't realize it yet. So she's gonna, and then she's gonna be too big for us, us little folks, but we're gonna keep her for now.
we're gonna keep her. Um, but while I recover from that, I do have questions about all the glorious things surrounding Carnival Fantastico. So if
Yeah.
you want to like tell us what's been your favorite thing so far
Oh,
during this everything, and what's something like you're looking forward to in the like release
yeah.
season?
Yeah.
Deep sigh.
Yeah, deep sigh, deep breath. Honestly, I don't like uh, it's so weird, I think, coming like with this third book.
Mhm.
I feel very calm, but also very, very frantic and nervous all at the same time. Like I'm calm in the sense of like, oh, I've done this before.
Yeah.
I know what to expect. Everything will be fine. But then I'm also nervous of like, wait a minute, this is my third book. Hopefully it takes off. Hopefully people find it. Like that sort of pressure that's always there anytime you sell books. I think it's like if I don't do well, they're not going to buy another one. That kind of pressure. So I feel like a mixture, but I do feel pretty calm, which I'm very pleased about. maybe too calm where I haven't even bought my outfits and it's next week. Um, and I just kind of find myself being like, oh, I'll get to it, you
Yeah.
know. But definitely this weekend was amazing. So, Underline is like I guess it'd be like the publicity team for Delacorte Press and for Joy Revolution, which is the imprint that I'm published under. And so they threw this like pre-launch celebration in San Francisco, and it was at like a little speakeasy. They had it all done up. It was so, so beautiful and like it was perfect. We had tarot card readers and games
Wow.
and like special drinks and the whole thing. And they gave everybody copies of the book, special merch, like just so many awesome things. And it was a amazing, amazing experience. So that was like just this moment of people coming that were excited to see me, excited to talk about the book, and knowing that like my publisher, the team, the publicity team, like are really backing this book, was
Yeah.
just the highlight of everything. Like I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it was so fun. It was so, so fun to celebrate this book and to meet readers in advance that had already read it or were about to read it. So that was just the coolest freaking thing I could have ever wished for. I didn't expect it at all. And when the opportunity came and my publicist was like, "Hey, are you free sometime in January?" And I was like, "I will be free. Whatever you're doing, I will be freaking free."
Was it
And yeah,
far for you to go? Was it far or
um,
nearby?
no, well, San Francisco's probably like 2 hours away, give or take
Oh,
traffic. Yeah, so Armando drove. They set us up in the hotel, and everything was like paid for.
oh my
And he,
God.
yeah, he was so funny because he just stayed in the hotel. Like he could have came, but he was like, I'm not going. And so he was up in the hotel. At the end of the night, I went up there just to drop off stuff because I was going to go to dinner with the team afterwards. And so I went up there and dropped off a bunch of stuff, and he was having the time of his life. He had the TV on, he had DoorDash, like a big old burger. He was like sitting on the chair, legs up, just like just enjoying like he was having such a bougie, like bad bitch moment. I was so happy for him.
I love that. So, as you know, like I just think those little hotel moments are so underrated and undervalued as like one of the best parts of when you travel. Like it
Yes.
really is if you know how to spoil yourself. Like I remember when I used to do cabin crew stuff and sometimes I'd get an overnight. God, I would get room service at midnight. I would like order like a fucking whatever because it was rare and you like want to cherish it and make that memory. So, what a king. Like, enjoy that moment. Just,
Yeah.
like put your feet up, enjoying his woman's hard-earned success, you know?
Yeah. Yes, I was like, okay,
Okay,
baddie. He
diva.
was having the yeah, I was like, okay, diva, but he was living. He
Glorious.
was living for himself. So
I
it made me so happy to go up
love
there. And I was like, okay, bye. I'm gonna go off to dinner. And he's like, I'll see you after. Yeah, he had
it.
a great time. He had the best time. So I got to be passenger princess and he got to be the diva, taken care in the hotel room, legs
That's
up,
a win-win.
yeah, it was awesome. The whole weekend was so, so cool. And it was like a
Yeah.
really perfect day in the city. So
Mm,
win-win. We love it. They also made some really cool swag, like custom
yeah.
hand mirrors and like they went over the top. They went over the top. And
Doesn't
I
sound over
was
the top.
I was just happy to get arcs, you
Mm.
know? I was just happy to get physical arcs.
Yeah.
And then here we are getting a party and support. So it's amazing what happens when you get support from your team. Um,
Mm.
so so thank you. Thank you for that. Uh Delacorte
That's the
and
thing. Like, I
Joy
don't think
Rev.
it is too much. I think that, yeah, and I can cut this out, but I just think you're used to getting less support. And I don't know how
Yeah.
much you want to talk about that without me cutting it out, but yeah, it's like felt different this time. Like from your end, it feels different watching it, and I'm just
Yeah.
so fucking thrilled and excited to see your books getting that support because nobody works as hard as you, or maybe Robin.
Yeah.
Robin works, but like, yeah, it's in my opinion all well deserved. None of it is too much. I think we need all the merch, all the masquerades, everything. So just soak
Yes,
it in.
thank you.
Like I hope that like you can soak it in because sometimes it's easy to miss those moments because you're like, ah, what else should I do? But
Mm,
soak it in,
hmm.
baby, because you've been working and this
Yeah.
is your time to like enjoy a little bit as
Soak
well.
it in. Thank you. No, that's a good reminder because it is so easy to forget to like enjoy it and to be grateful. Because you are like in the back of my mind, I'm always like, oh, but what else can I do? How else can I help? Is this even going to do anything? So your brain is my brain's constantly, she's going. The girl needs to chill. And I think maybe this weekend although I need to write because I am on deadline, but I feel like I really need to try and chill and like reset the brain and maybe do some meditation, maybe go on a little walk,
Yeah,
just to reset her.
are you still doing your music like power walks around the block?
I have not. I have not. I need to get back into it because I've just been like hunched over my computer.
That's the
I
thing.
need to get back to it though.
Because I remember when you went through a season where every day you were doing like putting on some beats and you were walking around your farm, and that's when you were super creative and productive. So just gentle reminder, I remember
Thank
you were
you.
thriving when you were doing those outdoor walks. So
You are
and
correct.
look, I know how hard it is to like actually be when you're in like a busy season. It's all right and well to be like meditate, do the walks, but your brain is literally canceling all of that. You're like, I don't have the time. But one of the ways I kind of like tricked myself into meditation was that realization one day that I was like, you're telling me that in your entire, like to myself, that you cannot carve out 10 minutes to sit and listen to your breath. And I was like, well, then
Hmm.
there's the problem. This is why you're burnt out because you can't carve out 10 minutes to just breathe. And I was like, fuck.
Hmm.
And then I got mad at society and mad at myself. And I used that to bully myself into regular practice.
I'm gonna have to bully myself too. No, it's so important. It's like, wait, oh, so you don't have 10 minutes to spend on yourself? Like
That's
you aren't
it.
important enough to spend 10 minutes
Yeah. And
relaxing. Yeah.
how can we expect to just keep producing and keep putting out creativity and all of that if we're not able to have that reset? It should be way more than 10 minutes, but I was able to kind of like be like, whoa, okay, like I can see how I could be burnt out if I can't even carve out 10 minutes. Like, I think, yeah, capitalism has trained us not to question that, to just be more and more and more productive and everybody produce and produce more. But like, we have to like take those breaks to do any of that. So, but yes,
So freaking true. Oh my
do your
gosh.
walks. I know you were thriving during those, so it may help unblock the well for the deadline. But
Yes, you are
looking for,
correct.
what are you looking forward to?
What?
What's coming up? Is there like something
Oh,
specific like for release day or release week that's like really like just shining in your mind?
okay. This is another thing that's stressing me out
Okay,
because let me just tell you all the things that stress me out
please.
that I have chosen to do myself. Okay, so release week, I'm
Yeah.
doing a bunch of stuff here locally. So, in like the city, Sacramento, I'm doing an event, and then that's on Tuesday, release day, and then Friday, I'm doing an event with Sandra Proudman, shout out. And then Saturday, I'm doing one here, like in my local town,
Mhm.
with our library. And so those stress me out so much because those are for me, right? Like those are celebration, those are launch parties, where Sandra and Margie Fuston are going to be asking me about my book
Yeah.
and people are coming to see me, and so that part is always gives me the sweats of like no
Yeah.
one's gonna come, because by now I've talked enough. where
Mm,
I'm confident, like I can, speak and get my points out. But yeah, it's always like no one's gonna come. It's gonna be a miserable event. It's gonna be so terrible. So my brain is just like on overdrive. So I am looking forward to it, but not like I'm also not.
mm.
So, so yeah, I don't know why I did this to myself.
No, I honestly, I think this is where we pay our artists' dues in a way. Like, first of all, I think more people will show than you expect. But second of all, if they don't, it's like the reel that fails. You know what I mean? Like every now and then I do an experiment, not an experiment. I've kind of got a permanent eye on for like really like celebrated creators when their reels fail.
Oh,
Every now and then, just to like, again, to trick my brain, because she has a, we immediately like, oh, that would be bad. Look how your brain has immediately framed it as if no one comes to this event, that would be bad, and I will have failed or whatever, all the negative talk. But if you go look at like even people with millions of followers, you can click sometimes on a post and it'll have like two comments. And it always boggles my mind. And that's why I do this. I'm like, how can you have a million people following you and only two people comment on your post? It blows my mind when I see it. And it reminds me that you just can't predict it. And that
mm,
one or two bad events, one or two bad reels is not a show of you not doing well. It's just the algorithm in real life. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just
yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
like I don't think that's gonna happen. I think you'll find there's gonna be people. And if they're listening now, you better be there. Because our
Please,
girl needs you. But
please come.
yeah, but don't let it impact like how, just remember the other day when you had a line like that had to be cut off, you know? And that's
Yes,
the viral
yes.
reel. You'll have the viral reel as well. But sometimes, if it happens, you just remind yourself, I'm paying my dues today. This is the reel that flopped, and tomorrow I'm going to have the viral reel. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
think by now, if you don't know how awesome you are and how well and like how much you're putting into this and like how it's paying back, don't let the imposter part bully you up. You know what I mean? But of course, it's natural to want people to come. Maybe you can like have you like put flyers out into the local libraries and stuff because that might be where I mean, it's so close to Crunch Week, but flyers are always helpful.
So you're saying it's too late, is what you're telling me. No one's gonna come
I
because it's
didn't want to
too
put pressure on you to
late.
put flyers out to all your local libraries, but I just had the idea and I was like, that's probably where the people are locally who will like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's gonna be great. And if
it's
not,
gonna be
it'll
great.
be an experience. It'll be an experience. Yeah, I just I'm just too in my head right now. I need to walk.
Okay, you need to walk, and I
Yeah.
think it's understandable though. You just need to be nice to yourself. As long as you're being nice to yourself, you can get
Yeah.
this season is going to get through. But I feel like a lot of people are excited about this book. So yeah, I'm manifesting like just like fully booked out. Like they have to shut the doors,
Yes, the fire department has to come
People
and
are like
and
clawing at the glass. Angela,
yeah.
Angela. If someone tries to rip your hair to sell on eBay, that,
Oh,
that's goals.
that's gonna cause a fight, Melanie. But that might work in my favor. So
I just
take
said
it.
that's what happens to rock stars, right?
I
They like,
apparently,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone's gonna try to clone me, maybe.
They could try, but I feel like it could never. I actually think about this a lot.
Mm,
Like, if you cloned someone, but I still feel like no matter if you cloned them, it's not like we would wake up in that body. You know what
yeah,
I mean? And I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's where the concept of the soul probably came from.
Mm.
That question of like that, like it's you. But then now that I'm an atheist, I'm like, but if your brain was like uniquely programmed exactly the same way and you experience, yeah, it's a whole thing, right?
I guess, Melanie, this is
Sorry, that was
that's
a side quest.
yeah,
So
we're gonna have
sorry.
to think about this. I'm gonna have to, really really think about this whole idea of a soul.
No, no, you don't have to think about it now. All you have to think about this week is this book. And I want to ask you one of our favorite questions. that we always ask our guests because this is kind of an interview for you today. So I'm just going to throw little questions here and there. And I do want to ask, like, after everything you've experienced so far, is what would you say now to a younger you? And you can pick any younger you. It can be you of last year, it can be you of like whichever one you think needs the message most. What would you say to her now from where you are?
I mean, truthfully, that your dreams are gonna come true. I mean, I really never, I mean, I hoped, but I never ever thought that this is where I would be. Like I'm gonna have three books on the shelves. I'm gonna be in Target. Like we have a special edition with Target, which is amazing. Um, I also got some really cool news for Carnival Fantástico that I can't share until mid-February, but it's something that I was really, really hoping for and had no control over. So it wasn't something that I was like, if it happens, it happens. But like, but basically, like she was chosen by independent booksellers for something, like so she Carnival Fantástico is getting out there, and so. I would definitely just say like it's gonna happen and be grateful and I wouldn't change anything that I've done in the past at all because
Mm,
without it I would have never become the human being that I am and the writer that I am and in the place that I am. So I would just say keep doing it, girl. It's gonna come true,
mm,
and it has. The grind continues.
yeah, that's okay.
But be kind to yourself.
Yeah. I love that so much. And my other question was, is there something that like you would love to say to your readers if you could? Like, is there something you want them to know about the book or something that you like have on your heart that you wish you could just say to them all? I don't know.
Yeah. I I mean, just kind of given the state of the world, or specifically my country in particular, um, you know, uh, there's just so many bad, terrible things happening, especially in the Latina community. And so I really and truly started writing because my kids are Mexican American. Like I wanted to see them represented in stories. And so that's why I started writing. But now more than ever, I want young adult readers to pick up my stories knowing that they're going to find a safe space, knowing that the bad guys get justice, the good guys win, people that look like them get to be the heroes and fall in love and find friends and make mistakes, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Like they will come out better for it. That's really what I hope readers know when they pick up any of my stories. I guess at least for now. I don't know. Maybe I'll change as a writer later on, but at least my young adult stories. I want readers to feel safe in these books. And so for Carnival Fantastico in particular, like these two characters had such like traumatic and chaotic lives, especially Esmeralda, our main character. She had such a hard childhood, and so maybe she is a little bit chaotic. Maybe she's a little bit snappy. Maybe she's a little bit of a firecracker, a wrecking ball. However, she finds people that love her no matter what
Mm,
and because she is who she is, just who she is. And so, yeah, I want readers to know that no matter what, you are worthy and you deserve love and you're going to find that comfort in this story, I hope. So, yeah, that's what I want people to come with. Hearts.
that was really beautiful. And yeah, it's honestly like it's what every person deserves. And like yeah, it's one of the horrible things about this world that like it just sometimes feels so unfair. And I do think that like storytelling is one of those beautiful things that can like yeah, give you a safe space while you're in that world. So that was
Yes.
beautiful.
Safe, we are safe here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking that. I mean, honestly, this is nice. It's fun getting interviewed by
Oh my
you,
God,
Melanie.
I wanted to do the full interview, but then I got chaotic, like side quested by my outfit, and I've only had half my coffee, but we're getting there, we're getting there.
Yeah, yeah.
Unrelated, I do want to know, do you have your sights set on watching Heated Rivalry or not?
Oh my
While you're on
gosh.
tour.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, yeah, while I'm gone, I think I'm gonna have to just like load HBO on load it up and watch it. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Because I will be traveling all not next week, but
Yeah,
the week after. So I'm gonna just watch it on the plane for all to see.
I need this. And like this is why I initially was like bullying my husband into watching it, but he's so glad I bullied him because I was like, I need you to understand all the memes with me. I need you to be fangirling with me about this. I need you to see the Rosanov peach and understand what a national treasure it is. Because as you know, when you interviewed me the other day, I was like, not interviewed me, when we chat the other day, and I was like, well, I was like an episode and a half in, and I was a bit like, I don't know what everyone's going like wild about. But I'm like on my third rewatch, to be honest. Like it's so,
Are you?
yeah, I just think what they've done with it is so beautiful. It's just like one of those stories that
Okay.
I think it actually got criticized because people were like, we've seen enough of the stories that are like this, we need other stories. But I'm just like, I don't know. I can't help thinking that like I'll say that like maybe it's enough stories when people feel like they can be free to have their love and not be like,
Mm-hmm.
ridiculed or like until then I think that like this same story is like where it's like you're closeted and you can't like there's so much politics about coming out or whatever. I think that story is going to be so important until it's not an issue for people to come out and be
Mm.
their authentic selves. Like I've been watching, I don't know if you ever watched The Boyfriend, the Japanese one. God, I
Mm-mm.
fucking love that show. It's like a house of like all gay guys and like but it's not like a regular dating show. It's not just like petty Instagram. Like I just want to like have my moment in the spotlight. It's like they're really like trying to like improve themselves and look for love and whatever. And yeah, like last night's episode that I watched, like they were just bawling because like he came out to his mom and she was just kind of like, "Can you fix it?" She said
Mm.
to him. And everyone just like broke down hearing that because like he was like so gracious and he was like, for her it's her first time hearing it. He was like he really loves his mom, but like it broke him. You could see it broke something inside him that like this who he is that his mom sees it as like something that's broken. So yeah,
Mm.
anyway, sorry, side quest, but please watch it. Aside from all the deep, meaningful things, it's just like so many cheeks clapping, such a good time.
I am there. I am there. I want the heartfelt and the
Yeah,
cheeks.
the
Yes.
banter is like next level. Like the banter is so funny and like just ridiculous and like all the things we read those books for. Like some of it is, yeah. Anyway, I will stop ranting
I'm
until you actually watch it.
excited. I'm gonna watch it. I promise.
Yes. And I want you to report back. Tell me all your and
Of the publishing persuasion, of the publishing persuasion.